Hey there everybody, Mandy here. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late because I was having some technical difficulties. But anyway, I'm here now and I know this is probably a bad time for some of you, but I just wanted to hop on really fast because a lot of you have had some questions about this and I really wanted to get to it before the weekend so you can start preparing if that's what you want to do. And I figured it would be a good weekend project for you. And so if you're catching the replay, please say hello. Tell me how you're doing. Let me know that you're here because, as you know, if you have seen any of my videos, even if you're not here live, I always go back and look at the comments, and I'm always chit-chatting with y'all through the comments as well. So right now, as y'all start hopping on, please know that I'm going to run through this pretty fast today. Please ask questions, but I'm not going to stop and answer any questions till the end because I want to get it all out. And y'all know I get so sidetracked sometimes with the comments. It's like squirrel, 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 and then I get I get so sidetracked that I can't get back to what I was talking about. So those of you who do not know me, I am Mandy. I am the mama next door, basically, giving you permission to be more than just a mom so you can feel fit, energized, and empowered and finally drop the stinking mom guilt. That is exactly what this group is here for, is so all of us can come together and we can drop the mom guilt together. So anyway, so today I want to tackle 3 ways that you can go gluten-free this weekend. It's really not as hard as you think that it is. It sounds really hard, and at the beginning I thought that it was so hard. I have a cousin who has done it for a long time, even before it was like cool to do. So I called her and was like, okay, give me the goods. What do I need to do? And I shortly realized that it really wasn't that hard to do. So, so basically, these are the 3 things that you need to know at the very beginning. These are the 3 things that you are going to, that you need to always fall back on as you are going through this. First of all, you need to know what gluten is, basically. Gluten is not your grandma's gluten. It's not the same as your grandma's gluten. You know, it's not it's in your flour, and it's not the same as your grandma's used to be. I don't know about your grandma, but mine used to make the best homemade southern biscuits, and I would eat them all the time, and it never bothered me because it's just not the same. Our gluten now is modified. It's a totally different form of gluten, and it gets into your bloodstream and it does a lot of things. I'm not going to go into all of that so much, but basically, you know, it can cause a lot of problems, and I have some of them written down. Like for me, it causes hormone imbalances. I had an early hysterectomy, so shortly after I had the hysterectomy, I realized that there were a lot of things that were playing against my hormone imbalance, and one of it was gluten. So once I eliminated that, it has helped tremendously. I, you know, have a gluten intolerance. I am not, hey Deanna, I am not celiac. I do not have celiac disease, anything like that. But shortly after my hysterectomy, I realized that that was a key factor that was going to help me get my hormones back on track. So that is crucial to me. I love pie. I see my niece is on here, actually. She knows this. And I love cake. I love pie and cake. But when I eat either one of those, I have noticed that I have the worst acne. I have acne like a little schoolgirl. I have really good makeup, but you can't really see it, but it's going on right here because I invested a lot of time and calories into pie and cake not too long ago, and I'm paying for it. Also, since my surgery, and this is a lot, this is something that a lot of women have that are around my age. After you've had babies, you start to realize that, you get that spread in the middle, you get that muffin top, whatever you want to call it. That has a lot to do sometimes with gluten or hormone imbalance. Again, so that gluten plays a big deal in that hormone imbalance, which creates that spread, and we don't want that. So the last couple of weeks, I felt a lot of bloating in my abdomen and had that muffin top. I actually called my mom at the beginning of the week and said, I am done with gluten forever. Why do I do this to myself? We all have those weak moments, and we all do these things. Yeah, and gluten is my weak moment because cake and pie is my weakness. So with that being said, it can cause hormone imbalance, of course, weight gain. It can cause fatigue. It can cause bloat in the belly, which we just talked about, headaches, migraines, hormone imbalance, which we talked about, which all of those things, can also contribute to depression, to anxiety, all this kind of stuff, and it just goes fall down the line. So I'm not really going to go into all of that, but you really need to know that this is not just a fad. It is not, I know that a lot of people think that it's just a fad and it's a diet. It's not a diet. This is about your well-being. It's about what's best for your body. Those of you who know me know that I am not about health and wellness to lose weight. I'm not about health and wellness those are awesome things. I love the fact that whenever I can fit into my skinny jeans just right, who doesn't like that? But it's about, whenever y'all hop on and say hello, I would love to say hello back to y'all. And of course, yeah. But, so it's not just about it's about your well-being. It's not just about, losing weight, which I know for a lot of you, that's what you want to do. But first and foremost, you've got to get healthy for you to be able to lose that weight. And that is where it lies right there. Everybody's joining right now. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Sarah. So glad that y'all are joining. Say hello whenever you join. So you've got to start somewhere, right? And a good place to start is going gluten-free. I can tell you right now that it's very hard for me some days because, like I said, I love cake and I love pie. So last week I indulged just a little bit too much, and now I'm paying for it on my skin. Hey, Sarah, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm paying for it right here in this area with acne, and I've got that, what they call the, people call it a muffin top or the middle-aged spread or whatever it is, bloat, whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of planted right there. And so that can be eliminated through all of this. I have even seen a difference in my face. Not kidding, guys. Like one day I'll take a picture when I haven't had any gluten. The next day I take another picture, and and I've had gluten that day. I look like I gained 10 pounds overnight. It's amazing what being gluten-free can do for you, seriously. So it literally makes my face swell. My eyes are swollen a lot of times. So with all that being said, and I said that I wasn't going to go into all of that, but it's so hard not to because I'm very passionate about it. So with my clients, online clients, with my personal training clients, with my clients that take my aerobics classes, I give a little bit of tough love. Y'all don't normally see that tough love, but today is going to happen because this is crucial, y'all. Crucial. If you want to get rid of that middle-aged spread, or if you want to get rid of those ailments that are ailing you, you having migraines, headaches, stuff like that, the first thing that I always tell my clients to do is try and go gluten-free. I've never had anybody turn back, actually. I can be honest with you, because everybody says they feel so much better, myself included. So number one reason why you need to go gluten-free, and number one, the easy way to go gluten-free this weekend is to find your why. Why are you doing this? Do you have headaches? Do you have that middle-aged spread? Do you have a bloated belly? Do you have a swollen face? Do you have fatigue? Do you have anxiety? Do you have depression? How bad do you want this? And if you want it really bad, then you're going to go on to number 2 and number 3. But guys, you've really got to gear it in, and you've really got to dial it in. You've got to figure out why you want to do this. If you have to plaster it on your wall or on your refrigerator, your why you are doing this. And I have to do this too, because my weakness is cake and pie. So I may have to go just stick a sticky note on my refrigerator here in just a minute, because I have a piece of pie in there, and say, do you want acne on your face? Do you want the middle-aged spread? What do you want? Or would you rather be gluten-free today? Figure out your why. Why do you want to do this? Number 2, you have got to eat as clean as you can. And what I mean by clean is fruits, veggies, lean meats. What God gave you on this earth to eat is what you need to eat. If you do not like veggies, mama, you got to figure out how to make them work for you. If you do not like them, we'll find you a good recipe that does not have anything in it, all those preservatives and junk in it. Use some spices, use olive oil, use coconut oil, use whatever you've got to do to spruce them things up and get those veggies in, because without those fruits and veggies and those lean meats, first of all, you're not going to thrive. You're just not. You're just not. You're going to feel terrible, because first and foremost, you've got to have vitamins, minerals, and all those things that make you thrive, breathe. All those things, you've got to get it from the source first. Supplements are great. You will hear me talking about supplements all the time, because I do take a couple of supplements, but those are supplements that I know that I don't get a lot of during the day, or maybe some days I lack a little bit or something like that. But first and foremost, you have got to get all those vitamins and nutrients and minerals from the source, which is the things that God gave you to eat. So that means eat as clean as you can. If you eat as clean as you can, you're not going to run into gluten, because God didn't put gluten in any of his food. It's man that put all that gluten in there. So that means that your boxed food, your bottled food, your tube of whatever, if it is boxed, you buy it boxed or bottled, it runs the risk of having gluten in it. So if you pick it from the garden, you pick it from the ground, it is not going to have gluten in it, because man has not touched it. So always keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. You have got to figure out how to get those fruits and veggies in. I mean, that's just it. So eat clean. Eat as clean as you can. And number 3, this kind of brings me to, and to elaborate a little bit more on number 2 as well. with the bottles and the boxes. A lot of things now are coming gluten-free because it's one of those things that people want now. So you're going to have to look on the back of the box or the back of the bottle, and if it doesn't say gluten-free, it's not gluten-free. As you know, I know Tina's hopping on right now, and her and I were talking the other day. She said, I tried some noodles and they were gluten-free and they were absolutely terrible. So, some gluten-free stuff is not very good, and you've got to figure out what is best for you and your family. So it is a little bit harder to find. But if you are determined and number one, your why, and you always go back to that why, you're not going to give up. So, and then that brings me to number 3. We were talking about those supplements, we were talking about those vitamins, and herbs. All of them. Look on the back of those bottles because sometimes they have gluten in them. And you're sitting here thinking, like, those are supposed to be good for me. Yeah, they are. But you could be poisoning yourself with gluten and you wouldn't even know it. So look on the back of those bottles and actually study them. If they have gluten in them, do not take it, because that, of course, beats the purpose of why you're going. It just throws it out the water. Also, with supplements, herbs, vitamins, look at the back, of course, but also your prescriptions. That's not going to be as easy to find. You're not going to be able to probably look on the back of the bottle and figure out that it's gluten-free. So you're going to have to either call your doctor or either call your pharmacist. Most of the time, if you call the pharmacist, they will tell you. They will know. They will have a list. I'm sorry, I was getting a call. I thought I put it on airplane mode. But the next time that you go to your doctor, or you can go ahead and call your doctor and tell them, hey, is there anything that you can give me that's gluten-free? So I hope that those work and help you this weekend as you try to go gluten-free. It can be done over the weekend. My first thing, what I tell all of my clients to do is to go through your kitchen and just take a big bag and start placing all of those things in the bag that have gluten in them. I know this is the hardest thing for all of us to do because I'm not a wasteful person. I don't like wasting things, but y'all, seriously, just chunk it. Throw it in the garbage and say bye. And also say bye to the muffin top. Say goodbye to the swollen face. Say goodbye to all those extra pounds. Say goodbye to the anxiety, because as soon as you go gluten-free, all of that, along with other things that you need to do as well, will go away. It will help tremendously in those areas. So with that being said, if you need extra help with this is what I do, guys. This is what I help mamas with every single day, online and in person, is I help them get on the right track. If you do have a hormone imbalance, if you are trying to go gluten-free and you're trying to feed your family good foods that they will actually like and you will like as well, if you want a complete and healthy lifestyle, not a diet, not any supplements, then you need to try my I Love Me Healthy Lifestyle Academy. It is geared towards mamas just like you, because I was that mama. I was that mama that did not, hey Kelly, I was that mama that had major anxiety, had extra weight on me, and I could not figure out what to do. And so I knew that the first thing that I had to do was to take control, and to take control of my own health and not wait on somebody else to do it for me, and not even wait on my doctor to do it for me. Then fast forward a little bit, I had a hysterectomy, an early hysterectomy that I was not planning on. Nobody plans on that. But then I found myself with extra problems that I really didn't want to deal with in my early 30s. But I had to deal with them a little bit earlier than some, but that's okay. For me, dealing with those earlier has helped me come up with a program that will help ladies just like me and just like you and have a lifestyle and to really keep that weight off and to feel good about themselves. I call it the I Love Me Healthy Lifestyle Academy because it's not just about losing weight. It's not just about going gluten-free. It's not just about exercising, which it is about all of that. I help you to get to that point where you can exercise with your kids at home and find it and allow it to be easy and to fit into your lifestyle. But that's not all that it's about. It's about loving yourself again. I don't know if you have heard that song by Megan Trainor. It's called I Love Me. If you have not, go find it right now on YouTube, because by the time that you're done with this program, that is going to be your theme song. So, because it is mine, because I finally love myself. I love the skin that I'm in. And I love the fact that I have created this lifestyle to where I feel good about it. So if you are interested in the I Love Me Healthy Lifestyle Academy, just comment below and say, hey, Mandy, I need some more info. Give me some more info, because that's what I'm here for. So I hope those 3 tips helped you to get started this week, this weekend, going gluten-free. Find your why. Number 2, start eating clean. Look at the back of those bottles, the back of the boxes, making sure that everything is gluten-free. And also looking at your supplements, your herbs, and also your prescriptions. If you do not know about your prescriptions, call your pharmacist, call your doctor this weekend and get it straightened out. And then from there, start finding you some good recipes and start cooking. I promise you, I love food. I'm a foodie and I can find things to eat that are gluten-free. So can you. If you need any more information on my program, please let me know. And until next time, I will see you then. I have not decided if I'm going to share this on my personal wall or on my business page just yet. I wanted it to kind of be just exclusive to you ladies. So if you know anybody that this would help, invite them into the group and let them know. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I was hoping that helps a lot. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all probably back here on Monday.